The steps you need to take to repair your credit by howtogrowcredit.com. While you watch this video, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below with any questions. We would love to hear from you. Also, when the video ends, make sure to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com, both with new content added daily. It is never too late to put an emergency strategy into damage control mode and repair your credit. The following advice is easy to follow and can greatly help you rebuild your credit rating. The first thing you should do when trying to improve your credit is developing an effective plan and commit to adhering to it. You need to commit to changing your spending habits. Sticking to necessities for a while is crucial. Look at your purchases closely. If you cannot afford something, and you do not need it, do not buy it. You can lower your debt by refusing to acknowledge the part of your debt that has been accrued by significantly high interest rates if you are being charged more than you should be. Creditors are skirting aspects of the law when they try to charge you with high interest rates. You did sign a contract saying that agrees you will pay off the debt. You need to be able to prove the interest rates are too high if you want to sue your state's statutory limits. When your credit is so bad that you can't get a regular credit card, a secured one will help you to repair your credit. These types of credit cards often require a good faith deposit to open a new account. If you utilize a credit card responsibly, it can aid in the repair of your credit rating. You need to pay your bills on time. This is very important. Your credit score will quickly rise as you settle up your debts. If you have a card that carries a balance of over 50% of the limit, you should pay it down to below 50%. If any of your balances climb past half of your available credit limit, pay them down or spread the debt around other accounts, otherwise, your credit rating gets tarnished. You need to work with the companies from whom you are trying to improve your credit. This will assure them that you to make sure to keep your situation and keep you from getting even further behind. You can reduce your interest rate by maintaining a high credit score. Lower interest rates make it much easier and quicker to pay off balances. Compare offers and choose the best interest rate you can find when borrowing money or subscribing to a credit card. Make sure you research a credit counselor before you consider using it. Many companies are legitimate and hold your best interests as a priority, so make sure you are not being duped. Some companies you may find are just people trying to scam you. Never trust a business or person who offers to clear up your credit for a price. Especially if it is correct information they say they can remove. These things are, generally, on your record for 7 years. It is true, however, that you can remove inaccurate information from your report, but you do not need the assistance of a consultant to do so. Contact your creditors to request a reduction in your credit limit. Not only can this tactic prevent you from getting yourself in over your head with debt, but it will be reflected in your credit score because it shows that you are responsible with your credit. Credit repair requires that you begin paying your bills. You must pay them on time and in full. Once you have started to pay towards your past due accounts, your credit score will gradually improve. Dispute every error you find on any of your credit reports. Call your credit card companies and request that they lower your limit on your cards. You will not be able to spend too much and they will see that you are responsible. Credit card. To start repairing your credit, you should close all but one of your credit card accounts. Transfer your balances to this one card, with the lowest interest, if this is possible. By doing this you can make your bills more manageable. Instead of a mailbox full of credit card bills, you will only have one. To get a hold on your credit, you should close all but one of your credit card accounts. You may be able to transfer to your remaining account. This allows you to focus on paying off one credit card bill rather than many small ones. To fix damaged credit, pay off your credit card balances as fast as you can. It is a toss-up as far as which cards are best to pay off first. Some choose ones with the highest interest rate, others choose the card with the lowest balance. This effort will show the credit card companies that you are trying to pay your bills and be responsible. If you and a creditor agree on a payment plan, be sure to get it in writing. After you have paid off your debt, request appropriate documentation that confirms your zero balance. Take the time to carefully go over your monthly credit card statement. You should make sure that the charges that you get are right, and that you're not paying for items you did not buy. You need to be sure that everything is correct in the statements. Bankruptcy should only if necessary. This negative mark will stay on your credit report for the next 10 years. It might seem like a good thing, but you will be affected down the long run. You're just hurting yourself. Make sure a credit repair agency is legitimate before choosing to work with them. Unfortunately, the credit repair business does have a significant number of companies that are not reputable. Lots of people have been taken in by credit repair schemes. Read reviews online to help you choose the right agency for you. This helps you maintain a proper credit status. Late payments are added to credit report companies and will greatly decrease your chances of getting loans or a home in the future. Avoid using your credit cards. Cash payments are preferable. If a credit card is used for a purchase, pay the entire balance when the bill arrives. Take the time to carefully go over your credit card statement. It is solely your responsibility to be sure that everything is correct and error-free. The worst part of a credit crisis may be the collection agencies. Remember that when dealing with harassing collection agencies, consumers have the option to issue a cease and desist letter to stop the harassment. You will still have to pay what you owe even if collection agencies stop calling you. Credit score. Sometimes you have a large number of outstanding credit bills that need your attention, overwhelming you. When you do have money to apply to your debt, spread it among all of the creditors so that each one gets a little. Making payments, even just minimum ones, will prevent your debts from going into collection. Try lowering the balance of any revolving account balances to boost your credit score. Your credit score can be raised, just bring your balances down. If you are threatened by a collection agency or debt collector, make a note of it, as what they are doing is illegal. There are consumer laws that limit the things that a collection agency can do to you. Avoid using credit cards at all. Pay with cash instead. If you need to use a credit card, pay it back in full. If you are experiencing difficulties paying your monthly expenses, you should get in touch with your creditors right away to develop other payment plans. Creditors are often willing to work with you on a payment plan that does not negatively impact your credit report when you take the time to call them. Furthermore, this can help to redistribute your financial resources in a way that allows you to focus on repaying debts that fall under more stringent terms. Debt collection agencies are the most stressful part of bad credit. These letters stop collection agencies that harassing debtors, but the consumer remains responsible for paying the debt. Erase your debt. Lenders are interested in how much money you owe compared to how much you make. You will be seen as a greater credit risk if your debt is too high in comparison with your income. A lot of people cannot completely pay off debt. That is why it is good to have a payment plan you can afford to stick to. Credit score. A debt repayment plan is an essential step towards repairing a bad or low credit score. When you have existing debt, it negatively impacts your credit score and is a major burden. See what bills you can lower or even pay off entirely to relieve the burden on your credit score. If you have no debt, your credit score will improve. Opening too many lines of credit negatively affects your credit score. When you are offered a credit card when checking out at the store, resist the urge to open a new store credit card. If you open a line of credit, you could see a drop in your credit score. Go through your credit report to make sure everything is right. There are often mistakes in people's credit reports. These can happen when a company reports your payment history incorrectly. A credit dispute can be initiated in these cases. They take time to be resolved, but the discrepancy is rectified if found to be in error. Talk to creditors directly if you cannot make monthly payments. If you are serious about repairing your credit score, you must be willing to pay the monthly minimum allowable amount on all of your current credit accounts. Every late payment you make goes on your credit report, affecting it negatively. You can demonstrate your responsibility by making your payments on time, every time. Creditors will be sure to look at the correlation between your total debts versus your income. You will be looked at as a greater credit risk if your debt is too much for your income. You don't have to pay it all at once, so you should make a plan to repay in a timely fashion and follow that schedule. Use honesty with the collection agencies and try to work with them to find a repayment solution. Be clear about the amount you can pay, and how frequently you can pay it. Don't forget that negotiating is always an option. The first step to repairing your credit is figuring out how you are going to pay any outstanding debt. Existing debt lowers your credit rating and can be a burden. Your credit score will be improved if you can make yourself debt-free. If your credit requires significant repair, you should consider obtaining credit counseling services. Reputable credit counselors can help you learn the ins and outs of credit repair and the skills you need to live within your means. You may have to dump the credit cards, and you will most certainly have to start making payments to each creditor. Investigate debt consolidation and see if it's an option that can help you improve your credit. This way all of your debts consolidated into a single simple payment. Make sure to research your consolidation plan you evaluate to determine if it is the best option. The key to repairing your credit is getting your bills up to date in terms of payment. Credit counseling can also be a great help. Debt consolidation may be an effective way to better your bad credit. If you can budget and watch your expenses. This will help you make payments on time and get your credit rating. Keeping a tight rein on the balances you carry on your credit cards is a good way to improve and safeguard your credit. Having a high percentage of your available credit being used hurts your score, even if you make regular monthly payments. Keeping your bank accounts in great order without having excessive overdraft charges or any bounced checks will show responsibility to any potential lenders. People looking to improve their credit should be mindful of any inquiries into their credit. Inquiries are noted on your credit score. The quickest way to work on repairing any type of credit is to get all outstanding debt paid off. Try to work out payment plans that you will be able to follow when you deal with debt collectors and explain your situation honestly. If you are seeking to fix your credit rating, you should focus on cultivating multiple types of credit. Your overall credit score takes into account the various kinds of credit that you have. The inquiry is noted every time your credit is checked. You probably noticed that to repair your credit score, you need to use common sense. You can easily achieve your goal by using these tips. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com, both with new content added daily. Also, check out our recommended credit repair system with the link in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. Not only does it help us make new content for you, but also tells YouTube to share this content with others. How to grow credit: steps to grow your credit score.